Hello, I'm Laurel Anderson and I love to applique. Today I'm going to show you my favorite template technique. I use Scotch Restickable Glue, which is made by 3M, and it behaves like Post-it note glue. It's sometimes hard to find, so I carry it on my website. Sometimes you can find it in office supply stores. When it first came out, it was called Post-it note glue, but now Scotch Restickable or sometimes repositionable glue. This is how you turn a paper template into a quilt template. Here I have the leaves and the stems ready for my tulip trio quilt. This will be all raw edge applique, so I will show you a shortcut for raw edge applique. The first thing you do is you coat the back of your paper template with 2 thin coats of restickable glue. I tend to always do this before I cut them out because then I have less problem with the paper wrinkling. Besides, it saves me a few minutes, and I'm a very busy woman, so time saving is good. Now, you don't want any glops of glue left on your paper. If you have 2 thin coats, the glue stays on the paper when you put the paper templates on your fabric, and when you peel the paper templates off, the glue remains on the paper. It's very, very polite like that. If you put glops of glue on, occasionally they transfer onto the fabric, and then you need to remove them before they get dusty and ugly. So Scotch Restickable Glue is tacky. Immediately it can be used. You don't have to wait at all for it to set or anything, and it will remain tacky forever until, of course, it gets too fuzzy from overuse, which means your templates can be reused. If you want to make this pattern, you can cut out 4 or 5 of them before these designs lose their tackiness. Now, because I want different fabrics for each of these shapes, I will cut them out a little bit larger. Here's a stem. Here's a leaf. They are a little bit larger than the actual designs. Then I put them, because I'm working from the front side, I put them onto the fabric. This way I get to fussy cut as much as I want. Let's see, that one looks good there. This one looks good, oh, right there. Now, all I have to do is cut on the lines, and they're ready to go. If I'm doing this with fusible web, I can either apply the fusible web to the back of the fabric, stick these on the front and cut everything out at once, or if I want to reverse my pattern, I simply put the glue on the front side of my paper template, stick it to the back side of the fabric, and my design is instantly reversed. If I am working with an applique technique where I need a seam allowance and I need to turn under that seam allowance, I cut these designs out on the lines. I apply them to the fabric, and then I eyeball approximately a 1/4 inch larger of a seam allowance when I cut it out. I don't have to have a perfect seam allowance for most things because I have an edge showing me where all of the turn of the edge should be. One of the things that I really want to talk to you about with the Scotch Restickable Glue is it's almost always hypoallergenic. I've had one lady who reacted to it, but she was sensitive to many, many things. So I don't think it will be a problem at all. The other thing is Elmer's makes a repositionable glue, and we've tried it because sometimes it's findable where this is not, but don't waste your money on the Elmer's brand. It does not have as much tackiness as this one, and I like that this one has enough tackiness to grip the fabric long enough for me to cut even sharp points. This is Laurel Anderson, and that was my template method.